Today we begin rebuilding this pop-up camper roof.
My original plan to rebuilding this roof was to reuse the aluminum skin on the outside and the inside. I was going to replace the foam on the inside because some of the foam had deteriorated. Also, most of the wood frame support on the roof had rotted out as well. The aluminum and the styrofoam separated pretty easily. I did have to use a putty knife sometimes to help the separation along. As I separated the aluminum from the styrofoam, I wanted to make sure that I didn't bend or kink the aluminum. I just wanted it to roll off of the foam. Once the aluminum was separated, I set the aluminum over to the side and then flipped it over to look at the outside skin. If you look at how this top was constructed, you'll see that it's just styrofoam sandwiched between two thin sheets of aluminum. The wood framing is around the perimeter, and there's no wood framing to speak of around the hole other than to screw a vent cover down. A lot of people have asked about putting an air conditioning unit on top of a pop-up. So I look up rooftop air conditioners and I see that they can weigh anywhere from 40 to 120 pounds. So you could not have put a rooftop air conditioner on this pop-up. Now I've got the roof laid out like it is on top of the trailer. The right side there, as you see it, is the driver's side, and the left side is the passenger side. The right side has the vent hole in it. Now we'll examine the outside skin. So this aluminum is 24 thousandths thick and 40 years old. And it's been stored outside for the last 6 months because it's so large. Well, the wind out here has caused flexing in the aluminum and has caused cracks in the corner and tears. And here's the worst of the damage. This part of the top was flexed back and forth until this crack grew, and it's about a foot long now. So this piece of aluminum sheet is not a good candidate for reuse on the outside of this trailer. So this piece of aluminum has cracks in it, and also it looks like it's been pierced with a knife or a screwdriver or something like that. So this piece of aluminum is not good for reuse as well. Also, both sides have a lot of small hail dings all over them. When I'm looking at the sides of the skins on the aluminum roof, you can see that there's some holes that are worn out and rotted out. This is going to allow moisture to get in and rot the new wood frame that I'm going to build. These side skins are not suitable for reuse as well. So with not being able to reuse these aluminum sheets, I started researching on what to use as a replacement. I cannot find replacement aluminum RV sheets at a reasonable price in my local area, and shipping these kinds of sheets of aluminum is very expensive. I located a local metal supplier, and he could sell me 24,000 sheets of aluminum, and for a 4x8 sheet, it was about $100 a sheet. And I was going to need at least 3 sheets to cover the roof of this trailer. This aluminum would be very smooth. It would not be textured like an RV. So it would show any crease, any dent, any scratch on it whatsoever. So my research led me to this place called RecPro on the internet. And they sell a rubber membrane that covers the outside of the roof on RVs. This rubber membrane is 28 thousandths thick, which is 4 thousandths thicker than the aluminum. It's about half the weight of the aluminum. The downside of this is that it can't be painted. So you could order it in white and tan. Unfortunately for me, the tan was sold out. So the plan is now to rebuild the roof with wood and styrofoam. I want to make the roof a little curved on the top to help with runoff. I also want to add some framing in there in case we want to put an air conditioner on the roof in the future. And then I'm going to cover it all with the new rubber sheet whenever that arrives.
Thanks for watching. I've got lots more to come.